Okay,
Stop
how are
being
you going
assholes.
to make men act better if you can't appeal to them?
Given that this entire conversation started.
Wait, please answer that
everyone
question.
is
Wait,
saying-
please answer that question. Which side do you believe is going to reinforce misogyny more? Do you think the right is going to do that, or do you think the left is going to do that? Just out of curiosity.
Both. Like, okay, it's both. I don't get. Okay.
Oh, true.
If you think that, you're actually
was
brain
super
dead. White people are not going to want to do anything to change the system because they think no matter what they do, they're racist.
I mean, we can agree that
No,
white men
we can't agree
or
that all
people
white
are
men are
inherently
racist.
racist, right?
No, we can't.
Oh
agree
my
on that.
god.
No. Disregarding what you said because
Lord.
it sounds like
Look at
something
this.
that somebody else
Listen
said.
to this, you guys. Crash out.
This is another part of.
I know. Politics is important to me. I'm sorry, you dumb fucks.
Holy-
Tanking
No,
our
I understand it's important to
political
you. I just
movement is
already
not
know the
good.
point.
I think that you're actually incredibly harmful
Honey,
to
I
the
already
movement.
know.
If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Rinyald. And if you disagree with anything in the video, make sure you join the Discord and we can have a chat sometime.
It's just gonna limit and there's gonna be excuses. Now, specifically when you're saying no, okay, so why?
No, it's just why are you able to do like the like adversarial with our argument, but when we do it to yours, it's just like, oh, it's fine. then.
No, you guys.
It's like it's such a failure to understand. We
Sorry,
specifically
phone call.
say this. Okay,
You're
okay.
Hold on. You're
It's-
smashing your face against a point you don't even realize that it's happening. The fact that
We're not
this phrase has to be watered down to not hurt the fifis of the young boys is the fucking point.
Wait,
I'm
so
sorry
that's
that
point.
Specs. I'm sorry that some of us care about effectuating political change and don't just care about coddling women's
The
feelings.
political
And like, oh, I'm
fucking.
so
You're
sorry
missing
about
the
it.
point about the political change.
Political change. Only
Political
men
change.
are 50% of the fucking population, Vex. I'm sorry. Men are the other
Bro,
50% of the voting base.
the
And we
change-
saw what we saw what happened to young men in the prior election. Nothing gets fucking done if we aren't winning elections. Nothing gets
What
done if we aren't
happened to young
convincing
men?
people our side. I don't. Huh?
What happened to young men?
They're going right wing because people like Andrew
What did
Tate
record
and
numbers
yeah,
did
people
Donald
like Andrew Tate, people like Sneeko, people like Aiden Ross are good at messaging, and our messaging pushes them away, and that continues to perpetuate violence against women because those people hear what Andrew fucking Tate says, well, it's okay to abuse women, and then when we do internal critiques to say, hey, let's get these people on our side so they aren't literally fucking raping women, it's
You guys
but
are on
we
the
don't
side
like
of
it
the
when we
Tates.
critique it because it's
You guys
women making
are-
the
hold on.
message.
Scratch. You don't even realize that you guys are arguing for the side that the Tates are on.
How? In what way? How?
Wait, what?
There is one side that is arguing, hey, maybe you guys could just like recognize the ways that women can be harmed by you. There's
Vex,
certain
how do
shit that
we
you
We already
guys
recognize
recognize.
that.
Shut the
Nobody.
fuck up.
How do we
Wait,
get to
who
recognize
here?
it?
Who
How?
here denies the
How?
patriarchy? Who here denies the patriarchy?
No
Like
one
anyone.
said that.
Let me
No
make
one
it
said
super
that.
simple for you. You got one group of people, mostly women, who are like, "Hey guys, we're scared of you," and you got another group of women or a group of people, the Tate side, who is like, "Yeah, you should be. You're women and we're men." You guys are arguing on their side of this issue.
How
Yeah,
are we arguing on their side of
Hitler
the
drank
issue?
water too, buddy.
You are
Like
taking
this is not.
You're taking this fucking slogan and you're proving like this is how fragile you assholes are.
No, what's happening is
I
we're
don't like
taking
the
slogan.
slogan.
Hold
You
on.
shouldn't say
What's
it. We're not going
happening-
to have the same look. We're not going to have the same outcome unless you just use a better slogan. Then the little kids are going to
What's
be
happening
they're
is
gonna
we're taking
want
a
to come around
slogan
and
that
learn.
people are
Hold on.
Exactly.
actively
He doesn't act right.
rejecting.
Hold on.
And we're making it to where we can target the people who are getting taken by the right and by the alt-right, and we can bring them over to the side that doesn't perpetuate what they're perpetuating. By
Yeah.
continuing to push them away, by calling all of them rapists and sexual assaulters and lumping them in a category of prejudice that is being normalized, you're actively pushing them away and encouraging that activity.
But
Most-
the call is
but
coming
this
from
is-
I
inside
don't
the
think
house.
that's
This
the
is,
end.
this is
So
under
dumb.
the assumption that red-pilled young men believe there's a patriarchy. Like even if like let's say we change it to good men hold men accountable. I have talked to several people who are my age, and they do not. And I am in a very conservative state. Like there is no coherence in here because it does not like equate to what they actually believe and view how the world works. They do not believe that there is a patriarchy, or they think it's ephemeral.
Do you think they'd
Okay.
be more willing to listen to whether the patriarchy exists if you're telling them that women are like justified and like prejudiced against women, or if you tell them
Men.
that good men hold other bad men accountable?
No, I don't
I think if
so.
they don't, then they are proving the need for the slogan.
Okay.
The problem is
Rinyald, and Vex Media. You guys for the next 30 minutes. Nobody else talk. Mute.
Okay, I love you. Okay, so I guess the problem is that we can agree that the messaging behind the slogan is fine. We both probably agree with that. Like, I mean, I'm sure Scratch and Leftist has already told you, like, this is something that on like the observations of reality you probably agree on. The thing is that if you're going to be turning people off by saying it's an all men issue, and you're going to need to walk back that slogan immediately after in order to actually explain your policy, it's just not effective messaging. Do you agree?
Yeah, I disagree. No.
Why?
Because anybody who's not going to, there's a certain type of person who's going to hear that and they're going to be like, all men until no men? What? Fuck those bitches. I don't think so. And those people aren't getting turned by explaining what it means. They're not. They're people who are already on the other side. And we're not, you're not pulling those people over.
You don't think that
like, sir, might I explain to you how being a prick to women is just not the way?
You don't think
those guys they're not coming over.
You don't think that a moderate person who could feasibly be moved on whether or not to care about the patriarchy would be turned off by saying it's all men?
I think somebody who either you recognize and agree with the fact that the patriarchy even exists, or you don't. And if
that's
you don't,
not something that can
you're
be
not coming
moved.
over.
There's no arguments that you can make on behalf of that.
Hold on. If you don't think now, before we get into like what is the patriarchy, if you don't think that women have been held back specifically by men for the majority of the time that we've been fucking alive, I don't know about you, but the time that I have been alive, that like the Me Too movement had to become a movement, like that this shit was going on the entire fucking time. If there is a person out there still who believes that the patriarchy is something that women are like getting a little bit like that they have overblown, and that a fucking message, just saying it the right way, is going to get somebody to come across to the other side and be like, oh yeah,
it does. Look, I'm in me and Cringe. You're literally examples. Wait, I just want to go here. Me and Cringe are examples, right?
Side.
No, I just wait. Just give me a second, right? Wait, okay, you know what? Fine. I fully endorse Andrew Tate. Then that true, correct. Okay. Me and Cringy, personally, I used to watch a lot of red pill content, right? I was like, oh, those SJW, social justice warriors, if you don't know, are feminists and are all misandrists, are all trying to take over or whatever. I used to be like that. Mm-hmm. I took somebody named Vosh.
If you're trying to prove that you're no longer like
Can I finish? And took somebody named Vosh, right? Who left this? Who messaged towards men? Who wasn't immediately aggressive? Who gave the blue pill with like a red coating around it, so that I would realize like, hey, the patriarchy does exist. It absolutely oppresses women, and we need to go forward in fixing towards solving it.
So, how did you land on that side of the argument?
By appealing to moderates.
By somebody appealing to me in a moderate way and not immediately implying all men are rapists.
No. How have you now landed on the other side of this argument?
Because the moderate messaging because it was effectively made me blue pill. I then also realized what optics are, right? And I'm not too fucking IQ, and I realized, hey, if we're actually working to effectuate political change when it comes to the patriarchy, our messaging should be good. That's why I landed an argument. I didn't land on
political change. This isn't fucking debate.
You're not aiming for political change.
This is a political topic.
Is how men treat women political?
Yes.
Vex, here's a very important question. Wait.
Literally,
wait,
it quite really is.
Wait.
Let me ask a question.
I have a very important question. Vex, do you want change, or do you want to talk about change?
I want change.
Okay, so it's a political problem because the only way for change to happen is to have people vote and vote for people that we want to make that change. If we just talk about the change and don't want people to actually vote and make the change, then it's never going to happen.
Dude, when you're talking about all men versus no men, I'm sorry, like, which politician has proposed a bill to make men be better to women? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Vex, I have a couple questions. Okay, like, what do you
No.
want to see happen?
That question was to Noah. Noah, what the fuck are you talking about?
How did African Americans get the right to vote?
Dude, this is not. You tell me right
by
now.
tone
The
policing
claim that
Martin
you
Luther
just
King
made was
until he
that
used
this,
the exact
this
right
issue,
slogans before he ever started his march, right?
No,
by tone policing. Wait, hold on. Martin Luther King was the worst example that you could give because he was the moderate one.
Martin Luther King was able to convince white people to vote, to let him be able to vote.
Stop.
It was a joke, but it
Noah.
undermined your entire argument.
Noah.
It showed how fucking
No, it
stupid
didn't.
you are.
You just
on this.
didn't understand.
Noah.
Yes, Martin Luther King was the
Noah.
moderated
Yes.
force that was able to apply to appeal to the white
I
people.
get it, Noah. I get it, Noah. It went over your head. I'm sorry. I'll do
No,
better.
it's just that you know
Phrase
nothing
is
about
not
history.
about making a
You need to
fucking legal
deconstruct
change.
because you guys are really trying to oppress the Jew over here, and I think you guys need to deconstruct your internalized
True.
anti-Semitism.
So Vex, what's the aim that you're trying to do? Are you just trying to get men to act
Let me-
better? There's
yeah,
no
yeah,
policy
let
that
me-
needs to be passed in order to get rid of the patriarchy?
Yes.
Okay,
Stop
how are
being
you going to make men act better if you can't appeal to them?
Given that this entire conversation started...
Wait, please answer that
everybody
question.
saying-
Wait, please answer that question.
Right now,
Can you
they
answer that
can't
question?
even
Given
take
that
a
this whole
fucking
conversation
phrase.
started with everybody saying we all acknowledge the patriarchy or whatever,
Yes.
and given that all of this is supposedly a conversation that's taking place between two people that both occupy space on the left, how could any of us possibly even know whether or not this phrase could appeal or even start conversations outside of the left when it can't break ground anywhere else? Because instead, we have a bunch of fucking 20-year-olds theorizing that it could be really offensive to somebody else, so we should just squash it.
We're not theorizing. Men didn't vote for Democrats. We saw it in the election.
Wait, Grumblebee.
We
What
saw it
happened
in
to
the
young men?
election.
What happened to young men
Men
during
did
the
not
election?
vote for Democrats. We saw it happen. This isn't theoretical.
What the fuck was that?
Your fucking mic is blown, dude. Fix it,
Brother.
please.
Okay. By the way, that was a very convenient way. That was a
What are
very.
you gonna do about it?
By the way, that was a
What are you
very,
gonna do
very
about it? Oh my God,
convenient
mute
way.
yourself.
That was a very, very convenient way to let Hex walk off of that question. If you just want men to act better, how are you going to do that without appealing to the men?
Appealing to
Because the
is
men
not
who you're
appealing to
trying
men.
to appeal to, hold on, the men that you're
How's
trying
that?
to appeal to,
Bad.
I think you don't even realize the fact that you're unmasking yourself as someone who is who they are talking about.
How's
You're not
it now?
necessarily some.
Good.
Hold on. The phrase "all men until no men" makes you mad.
No, I just
And then
think
you
it's
find
bad.
out
I
what
just
it
think it's
means.
bad messaging. It doesn't make me mad. I care that it's not good at effectuating political change. I don't care that they're calling
All
me
right,
a
so
bad
here's
man.
this is where you come to a hinge
You
pin
don't even
moment,
know
right?
that.
This is where the fork in the road is now.
Mm-hmm.
You think the message is bad, right?
Yeah.
But you agree with the general gist of what they're trying to say is what I think I'm hearing you.
Yes,
You
correct.
just think it's bad messaging.
Correct.
Got it. So rather than next time you hear somebody say it's all men until no men, being another node as a man to be like, well, hang on, I know it sounds stupid, but like,
As far as I can tell, it seems like everybody
All right, phone call, hold
understands
on.
the message. It seems like
yeah.
everybody can digest it. It seems like it is causing some controversy and some conversations, and it seems like it's
Because
making
we're
it
on the left.
dumb,
Yes,
and
you're
we're smart
because you're
enough
talking to people who are political people on the left.
Guys,
behave
the
like
fact that you
assholes, which
choose
makes them
to
good
hear
candidates
this
for who
and
the
say
phrase is
no.
for. Seems like it's doing
The fact
everything
that
it's
you
supposed
choose to
do.
hear this and say,
No, it's
I will
not
fight
doing
against
everything we're
this
supposed to do.
movement.
Men voted against us.
I completely agree, Grumblebee. It is appealing to people. Everybody in the panel.
Scratch. Holy
Everybody.
fuck! Your mic is
Scratch.
fucked.
Wait.
Mike, scratch.
No one
Your
understands
mic
it.
has a crazy echo.
It's fixed.
It
I'm
wasn't.
talking about.
It wasn't then. It is now.
Okay.
Jesus.
The reality. Sorry. I'm sorry, Rinyald. I love you. Okay. You say it back. You say I love you too.
I said I love you.
Anyway, Rin.
Okay. The reality is, right? We are currently on a panel of liberals or leftists who all believe patriarchy exists, talking to an audience of 92 people and feminists who all think the patriarchy exists. Nobody's being fucking convinced here. There's no right wingers to convince right now.
Yo,
Everybody
the majority-
already fucking agrees.
Hey, like half the
when
people that
people
came
say
in
it's
here-
not doing what it's supposed to because nobody's
Scratch.
being appealed to. This
Scratch.
is an internal
Scratch.
critique.
half the people that came in here, I'm willing to bet, are here to watch me try to explain to you guys what the fuck, like why you guys sound like assholes right now.
Okay.
And the other.
I'm sure. No, we do sound like assholes because half of the people come in here.
Because
once again,
you guys
I would say,
hold on.
dwell on
You
the fucking
guys
left side of the bell
listen,
curve. Okay.
You guys heard a phrase, and you said, "Oh, I get it. I just don't like the message." And the stance you chose to take, instead of the next time you heard some other dude hear this and go, "Actually, you know what, guys? Look, I know the message is stupid, but this is what it really means." So.
Do you think we don't do that
I
too?
do that.
Instead, hold on.
We don't do that.
Instead,
we
you
don't
take
do that?
the
Why are you
stance
saying
against
instead? We
it.
do that.
What the fuck do you think you're accomplishing by also being like, oh, but it's just a fucking stupid message?
Because
like,
in those conversations, those people are usually uncharitable to our arguments, Vex, because they've heard this ridiculous slogan.
Why do you have arguments? That's the point. Why do you have fucking arguments?
Vex, what if the slogan was all men are bad and then the hard R N-word? Do you think that would be like if you argue against that slogan because it's politically ineffectual, do you think you'd be like, well, are you invalidating women's experiences?
All right. If you think that was a reasonable way to
explain how
compare
it's
this thing, you're making my point.
I just want to, yeah. If your whole goal is to rage bait somebody and then get them to actually engage in the conversation, even though they won't because you drove them away already, then adding the hard R N-word right after is going to do the same exact thing. If you're just trying to rage bait,
no, it's not. It's not. It's a false equivalency.
No. Rinyald, he already agreed that on a live all men is an okay slogan.
Anyone who was here,
anyone
who was here to watch this happen, I'm fucking guys. Good luck. Good luck. I can't fucking believe that you're gonna sit here and be like, oh, let's just add the N-word in there.
No, I'm saying it's all bad. I'm saying it's all bad.
Change instead of just talking about change.
What real change? Where are you meaning?
I used to be 22 and know everything
too. It's a solid point that can't be critiqued.
I am not 22.
It's a solid point. You're right.
I'm sorry, 21.
Good luck with that.
I'm 23.
Yeah, you're not.
My goodness.
The reason you're not responding to it is because you can't. By the way, there's a reason that he also didn't answer the question. How are you going to get men to act better without legislation, without any political change, without appealing to those men? It's like fucking stupid.
There's two studies that talk about like the reception about certain type of messaging when it comes to gender inclusion. One is from 2009, engaging men in gender initiatives, Catalyst. This is like saying like this overall framing and how they push the certain message actually engages people in conversation. Now, a more recent one is in 2016, which says the negative effects, but it says the caveat that if the messaging is not, if the messaging like apart from just the actual message doesn't talk about, like, say for example, like the overall the overall like context and how we can be constructive about it, then it's fucking broken. Now what is happening right now is like you're hanging up on like the words instead of saying, okay, let's try to explain this shit. Instead, like you're hanging up on like
you're
just a bunch of
you're creating a false dichotomy.
Wait,
hold on, Scratch, please.
I really want to ask. Okay,
please, you're creating a false dichotomy, okay? It's not either you critique the messaging or you back up the underlying ideology. You can do both.
No, there are limited hours in a day. You're devoting all of yours to one.
I'm not devoting all of my hours to this. I've done like 2 debates on it.
Yeah,
Scratch, your microphone is fucked up again.
Oh, you were gonna ask me something, Scratch?
If I may, I'll chime in on this.
So I just want to ask a question. West, do you think I could use your exact same logic? Like, oh, when it comes to unreliable men, you guys are just hung up on the actual words and not looking at the actual underlying message. Do you agree with that?
No, but that's a false economy.
No, why not?
One advocates violence, one does not.
No, it's not advocating violence. It's merely the shared collective. It's merely a message. It's merely a message to provoke men and tell them that, hey, you guys are going to be punished when you commit harm against women.
It literally advocates.
You just aren't. No. You are getting hung up on the words and you aren't understanding the underlying meaning of it.
That's false. Like, no.
I'm using your exact same argument, by the way. I'm using your exact same argument.
Okay, but there's a main difference when someone. Okay, can we agree that there's a main difference when someone advocates violence and when someone is just saying
Yeah.
a general perception of people.
Yeah, when somebody says it's all men until it's no men, as in it's all men all men are rapists, and that's what people see it as, and like, oh no, but it's
Bro, wait, hold on. Did Scratches? Hello? What just happened? Hello? Wait, hello?
at least the initial impression does. Same with unalive all men.
Okay, one question, because I saw the article, because
What just
and I
happened?
saw
Did I get
like
banned?
at least Gringy. I
Hello?
don't know if you did it in conjunction
And
with
I
him.
actually just real quick,
Like
can we all
it
gift
is upon-
West here because he actually read the article, and thank you for actually taking the time to look at our arguments. I thank you.
Big W.
I'm saying that it's going on the sometimes it goes a bit too much on the presupposition that the targeted audience is
Was blocked by host. Moderator Dan? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Well, hold on. I think one of Scratch's moderators got ass mad and banned me. Scratch ain't gonna answer. Hold on, let me call Hex. Hex! One of Scratch's moderators just banned both my accounts.
Yeah, it's some fucking random asshole that has mod.
Why the fuck did he give a mod?
I have no idea. I think it was one of his old mods.
Could you ask him to unban me?
Yeah, once he unmans you, or on.
By the way, I hope he knows that I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube as well, but I figured that was fine, but
Yeah.
and you are also being streamed to YouTube and Twitch right now.
Hi, YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what happens, I guess.
Might have been.
Listen, this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll just say I think he's unmodding whoever it was now.
This backs up my my point with Scratch's debate performance at first, because I think I look way better for not soying out and then immediately getting blocked by a leftist. I think that makes me look way better.
Yeah, based. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. I'll
Okay.
join your bedroom later or something if you're in it.
Oh yeah, I love you, buddy. Tell him to unblock me when you go up.
I will.
Seeing these lives, the only thing you're seeing is it's all mental summons, all mental summons, all mental summons, alive all men, men suck.
So you're just doing this for clout then?
There are legitimately some lives on TikTok that are actually just like man bashing, like they're just like bashing males. You know, like
We'll have it here until I get logged back in, I guess.
It's fine, but like doing that, like I don't
Or
even
until I get not banned.
I just
Wait,
think
did
how
Hex
you
get
guys are
blocked
going
too?
about it is awful. That's all. Like I think it's pretty awful. I think if you really care about persuading, you just move on from.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Internal critique, trying to phrase a very real problem, and you'd phrase it differently and try that. Like I don't know why you guys are spending.
We just have the same thing happen over and over again.
What makes you think this is internal?
I think we all definitely don't want another Trumpian figure to come back in, because that would be the worst thing for the world ever.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something, Scratch? Like you said, the certain guy named Bosch pulled you to not believing the thing of the SJW shit. Like,
yeah.
Like this message still existed, whether or not like you still went in or not. Like the thing is, like it's really not as divisive as I think people make it out to be. In which it pulls people off, and
Really?
and if more people like you start saying good men hold bad men accountable, Like,
Wait, I'm so sorry. Why the fuck did I get blocked?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
little bro moderator Dan thought he had my number. All
Was
right,
there a
I'm
role
back. I'm
moderator?
back, baby.
Yeah,
Like,
glad you guys are both here. Can I
like
ask
for
you guys a
example,
question?
like for example, you could be the moderate position, and then other people could be the more extreme position. That doesn't, you don't need to suppress the more extreme, like the quote unquote more extreme position in your sense. In
The more
what
extreme position is explicitly saying the message is to appeal towards men.
Yeah, you guys agree that this is a problem, right? That the SA is a problem, right? That most women are SA'd more than men.
Yes.
Okay.
SA is based actually. No, I agree.
Jesus Christ, Scratch, you can't.
I'm glad
Stop
that
it.
you guys agree, and I'm glad that
Jesus
you.
Christ.
I'm glad that you guys agree
Holy
because
shit.
by what you're doing right now is you're distracting from that conversation. Okay, so what you're doing right now by bickering over the.
Where'd he go? Wait,
where'd he go?
What?
No,
Your
I
moderators
disconnected
are.
him. Like he's.
Oh my god.
No, I disconnected him.
Why did you disconnect him? That's stupid. That's stupid. Okay.
He's not making. He's literally. It's the same thing over and over. You're distracted from a conversation.
Yeah, that's what TikTok is. I'm sorry, productive conversations don't happen here. But
I'm not repeating the same point for this like 5th time. Fuck them.
To his point, though.
I'll be back later.
I would argue that the slogan is also distracting from the actual issue because people are going to be stuck on whether or not they're one of the good men instead of actually doing anything to address the patriarchy. So, I mean, we're going to be stuck on some level. It's probably better that we get better messaging out the front so people are more sympathetic to listening to us instead of just driving them away right as soon as it happens. It's better to have an unproductive conversation than to have no conversation at all.
I think the only people who are hung up on it is left-wing people right now. I don't see any right-wing people.
That's absolutely not true. Do you think that?
Why are you calling? Are you calling us right wing?
No,
I'm
stop.
saying no.
But that's not. That's what you're implying. You're because what you're saying is that
he's saying he's saying right wing people and moderates don't really care about this slogan. It's just people. It's just liberals being mad at leftists. Okay. But to that, I would say, do you think there's a perception on the right that the left doesn't like men?
Again, can you say it again?
Do you think there's a perception on the right that the left hates men?
Yes.
There absolutely is a perception on the right.
Where do you think that perception comes from?
Yes. I don't think it's because of this.
You don't think it's because of slogan? You don't think it's because of the rhetoric from the left?
Wes, it absolutely is because of the rhetoric of the left. I've seen it. I've watched it for the past 5 to 6 years.
Look, just the facts.
There's absolute left messaging.
Oh well, you can ask Fashion Nugget.
Wait, real quick. Trump,
were
Trump's portrait just started. Were you banned?
I don't know what happened. I got taken down, but I'm on. I voted for Harris. I'm not a right winger.
Bro, you need a new mod team.
Yeah, like
I don't know what happened earlier, but
this
I came
perception,
back.
perception is on the presupposition that they do not believe the patriarchy exists. Like they think that the conception of it makes it out to be that men are being targeted for something that they think that they're not responsible for.
Do you think a large chunk? Do you think a large chunk of left-leaning individuals saying it is indeed all men is going to help that problem or hurt that problem?
Wait, who up here thinks that they're one of these good men that is on the panel?
It doesn't matter. That's not what we're talking about.
No, it does. It does, because who's holding who accountable? If that's your whole slogan, that's pretty important.
Look.
Who thinks that they're good, and who thinks that they're one of the bad men that needs to be held accountable?
Do you think all men are bad?
No. Who up here thinks that they're one of these good men? I just want to know.
You know, you can't label yourself that. You have to do that through your actions.
I didn't label myself that. I'm asking who
show
is.
it through your actions.
No one's labeling themselves. No one's labeling themselves like that.
Yeah, nobody's labeling themselves a good or that's all relative.
You don't want to say that you're one of the bad men. So if you can't identify as the bad man, then
are you
how
one
are
of
you
the
going
good
to ever hold yourself accountable?
Are you one of the good men?
Look,
I'm one of the all men.
Are you one of the good men?
I'm one of the all men.
The reason he's not answering that is because he's afraid to say that he's a bad man, by the way. Wow, good one. Good own, buddy.
I'm one of the all men.
Look,
because I don't believe in your
slogan.
slogan.
That even mean?
It means that I don't subscribe to your slogan.
What's your question?
I think it's stupid because people are. I don't want to argue about the slogan.
Okay, do you think all men are bad?
Behind the slogan, which is what is important.
No, that's not true. It's obvious.
It's not important.
Messaging obviously matters.
Your slogan is distracting people from your message. I'm sorry. When you say things like unalive
men, I'm saying that I'm not arguing what the slogan
is.
I'm saying that this is a waste of fucking time.
Can I
You
finish?
guys.
It isn't a waste of
Stop
time because we
centering-
saw what
stop
happened.
centering
We
yourself.
saw what happened. Wait,
Stop
wait.
making this
Do you think
about
it's wait,
you.
wait, pants,
Stop making this about
Do you think
you.
pants? Do you think it's a problem that men in the last election actually?
Did he leave?
Exactly. Well, like, you know what? I feel vindicated in my dropping him the first time.
See, the problem is that these idealistic leftists live in the dumb fuck reality that everyone secretly agrees with them, and it's just a matter of who's a good person and who's a bad person, and everything can be boiled down to that. You have to be able to convince people of shit in order to get them on your side.
I can do it. 7v1, I can do it. Okay,
I absolutely agree with Rinyald on this, because at the end of the day, this ideological push that the left is trying to do is not helping us whatsoever. We saw more men go to the right because of the messaging. And you know what would actually help both men and women in the situation? Not demonizing men, but telling men and having men hold each other accountable when men are not living up to the standard that we want men to live up to, by calling it out and calling out other men when they have poor actions. That would help both men and women in this situation, rather than just having men and women yelling at each other, demonizing each other, and saying, "You are a bad, terrible human being because you're a man."
I mean, Trump's portrait. I just want to ask Trump's portrait just real quick. It says Trump 2028 in your description, but it looks like, is this just like a troll account kind of?
Yeah, it's satire. It's not actually.
Trump's portrait's my go.
Okay. Monkey. I'm actually really interested in your opinion on this, and then we can go to Allison and whatever the dumb fuck thing she has to say.
I got a feeling I agree. I got a feeling I agree with what your stance is, Scratch. But I didn't listen to y'all debate, and I kind of just heard that you guys were sharing your asses. That's the only thing I know. But I got a feeling I actually agree with you 100%, especially in this whole left-right on this slogan opinion here, because I think people on the left need to consider when it's not an effective message. I don't understand how many times someone like Scratch has to say that. I mean, it should be self-evidential that the left is losing the messaging battle, because how many people run debate live streams where they want to talk about actual topics, and a dumb fuck Republican comes up and they're like, "Yeah, I voted for Donald Trump because I hate all the woke stuff." It's like, this is obviously an indication that we're losing the social messaging.
Joe, there is studies by different sources that the right does not hold an unitary ideology. Like, there is more cohesion in ideology within the left than there is within the right. Like,
so we need to be asking why we're driving people away to vote for Republicans.
What?
I got to answer that one. Does anyone on the panel believe that, let's say, European nations are more on the left than the United States is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone object? Okay. I agree with you. But when it comes to social issues, they think we're fucking insane. Like, you would never hear these kind of arguments, like, in, quote, more left of center European nations. And this is what reflects why, like, Scratch's opinion is correct. The American social left is insane, and is a major reason why at least the younger MAGA generation was created. I mean, the Gen Xers, they're jaded, they're assholes, uneducated, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of the Gen X or Gen Z, like, especially dudes, they were created because of left's virtual signaling and not recognizing this conversation.
And by the way, all the people.
Are you saying
one at a time.
AFD and Vox and the one in Netherlands and in France, like Action France? I think it's Action France, if I'm not mistaken.
Those are far right movements.
Okay, yeah, I agree, but like the thing is, like, one of the main compositions are youth.
Right. My point was that the European left, would look at our social left policies and being like, "You guys are insane."
Also, to the people,
could you give like an example?
You'll never have this discussion. Like, these discussions, this kind of slogan would be like, "Yeah, obviously they're going to take a logical statement of this." I mean, you're going to see like women's rights marches and things like that, but this kind of discourse just doesn't happen. Like, log off of change your put on a VPN, check out a German TikTok. You'll never hear these kind of conversations.
No, I agree in that regard. But do you think the U.S. dialogue can handle these kind of discussions?
It's apparently not, because it delves into like very superficial like emotions. Right? It's like we as a nation, our 300 million people, can't look at this fucking like logically and be like, yes, we agree with that the patriarchy has issues, but we also are saying that this message here is turning people away and it's ineffective. But yet people are being so prideful and they just want to hang on to this thing. That's what the argument has become. I think the problem is the people being too prideful to say, yes, change the fucking message. What's wrong with good men hold bad men accountable? What's wrong with that?
Can I ask you something? Very quick. Like,
instead of asking somebody like Scratch here to give up their stance, why don't you make a better stance?
No, like
it's pride. That's why.
I do think that the message is not wrong. That's my position. But specifically, I wanted to ask you a question.
Wait. The message, or what the message is supposed to be, or what the message actually makes people feel? What do you mean it's not wrong?
I don't think. I don't think what its intention is wrong. I don't think the
no
overall
one thinks the intention is wrong.
Are you denying that there are a large amount of people that see that message and feel that this is bullshit? Are you denying what they feel?
I'm not denying what
seems like it.
What liberals feel. I'm not denying what liberals feel.
West, if I may, just real quick, I want to make it very clear to everyone on the panel and in the chat. This is a panel of leftists who all agree,
liberals,
women, that there are issues. Or liberals, right?
Right of center.
We can all agree. Wait, hold on. We can all agree that there are bad men in this world, and that make women unsafe. None of us up here are going to disagree with that. We are simply talking about the messaging. We are in a new world now. We are in a new world where the manosphere is being fueled by this terrible, terrible messaging saying that all men are the problem, and we need to fix that message. We as men need to hold each other accountable for our actions and our rhetoric. And that is the most important thing. We need to have pragmatic solutions, not just yell at each other and say, because you're a man, you are the fucking problem. That is not getting anybody anywhere. And that is one of the reasons why the manosphere was able to get Donald Trump into the fucking office. Because of this terrible fucking message
didn't emerge out of this message, and you know that. The manosphere didn't emerge out of this message specifically, and you know that.
I would like to add as well. Real quick,
it's in his example, Wes. Come on.
I would like to add everybody in chat saying this is not an election issue. This is not a left-right issue. I'm just curious. First of all, I'm pretty sure we all agreed about 2 months ago that everything is political. So I don't know why all of that view somehow dropped out of your guys' mind. But on top of that, which side do you believe is going to reinforce misogyny more? Do you think the right is going to do that, or do you think the left is going to do that? Just out of curiosity.
Okay, it's both. I don't get. Okay.
Oh, good.
If you think that, you're actually brain dead.
Who perpetuates it more?
Okay. Who perpetuates it more? Obviously, the right. Now, specifically, when we talk about violence against women, like interpersonal relationships are like the ones which are predominantly more apparent. So whatever, when someone says it's all men till it's no men, it reflects the reality that even left wing or liberals are subject to this categorization. Because the ones who are most affecting women are the ones inside their personal.
Can I ask about the men who just out of your guys' perspectives, what are your guys' thoughts on the men that understand, that are okay with it's all men until it's no men? What are your guys' thoughts on those guys?
It's fine to be okay with it. It's just bad. It's just bad messaging.
None of us are against.
It's bad messaging. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're wrong.
Who are you trying to convince? Is the point, right?
Exactly. Who are you
what?
Well, it just seems like they can get the point. I mean, but you guys are up here saying the right is more misogynistic, and for sure, I see what you guys are saying. But I think just watching the debate the other day and right now, you guys might and maybe not put yourself in the good men, but I don't think anybody's inherently good or bad. First of all, I have done bad things in my fucking life, okay? Mm-hmm. But with men, it's there's levels of how much it contributes, right? If you're in a group with men and you guys make a grape joke or the essays based from scratch, that might be a little.
Wait, did you say that, Scratch? You asshole.
Scratch did say
The
that.
problem is.
Did you really say that?
Yeah, he did.
It was a joke. I was like, dude, we all here think essay is bad. I was like, nah, it's good. I was joking.
And notice how
I was
that,
joking.
even though you corrected it, that still has misogynistic undertones, even though you don't mean to, right? Like,
Allison, the problem is.
Oh my gosh! Wait, does anybody understand what irony is? I'm being called people are calling me misogynist.
no,
right
I
now
did not. I just said that behavior is misogynistic, not that you are. I understand you understand the patriarchy. I can talk about that if you guys want, but I understand you know patriarchy and recognize misogyny exists.
The problem is that we're measuring the
I don't
success.
really care about misogyny undertones if it's done in an ironic and joking way.
The problem is that we're measuring the
being
success.
based was ironic.
The irony is that it's clearly not, and that no one would ever say that it is. That's the irony.
All
But
right.
also, the problem is that we're measuring the success of It's All Men based off of how well it messages to our own base, and we don't need to be messaging to our own base right now when we just lost like 50% of men to the right.
Allison,
Allison,
be honest. Allison, do you think that you, as a white woman yourself, do you think you might just be disagreeing with me because I'm a black man? Like, we all know historically
Oh my God, stop
been
trolling. Stop trolling. This is a decent conversation.
Historically, white women have held prejudice towards black men.
No, you're 100% right. As a white woman, I have biases.
Oh my God, you actually fell for that. I'm fucking trolling you, Allison. Stop being such a cuck, bro. Holy shit, I don't
really like
actually
me,
fucking
Scratch,
mean
so I
it.
didn't really think we were gonna be chilling,
Oh my gosh. No, the fact that you immediately cuck out to it when I'm obviously joking.
It doesn't sound like a joke. Everybody kind of reacted to it.
No, you really think wait, Allison, do you seriously think the same person who said the same person in a conversation who said an essay is okay, is an ironic joke, also is gonna believe this in the same you're doing microaggressions against me, and do you think it might be?
Oh wait, you didn't say that though, but I mean, I don't know. I was just wanted to make sure I wasn't being racist. Sorry,
I just want to make one point to Allison here. Okay, look, all of us can agree again. We can all agree that the message that is trying to be conveyed, we understand the all men message. We understand what it's trying to do. The point is not for us to continue that to agree on that message. The point is you have people who are not in these spaces, who are not engaged politically, who are seeing clips of people debating this or talking about this, discussing this online. And the optics and the message that you are sending.
Do you think you're saying anything substantial? They've been saying that the whole time.
Hold on, let me finish my point.
They've been saying this the whole time. You're just not.
The point
that's what Scratch has been saying. That's his whole argument. I know.
The point is that
we move on. This is boring.
We need to get people engaged.
I'm not engaged with you, bro.
We need to bring people.
We can tell you're not engaged because you don't want to engage with
this
politics.
Guy, because he's just saying everything Scratch has already said.
You haven't engaged with when Scratch said it either.
Allison, I just wait. Everybody shut the fuck up.
I'm up here to understand.
I just want to understand, Allison. Your literal argument was, men who already on the left who already agree with us are able to understand it. So why aren't people who don't understand it when we message badly to them not understand able?
But men on the right that join my live and watch the watch party with us, I have men that are Infinity Stones or Trump supporters that watch me for sure, and they
Allison,
this is.
How are you here to understand The View when you are not listening to The View?
You're literally not.
I wanted to listen
you
to
literally just said, I'm not engaging.
This guy is above me, Whoever this guy is above me, just summarize Scratch. Did he not just summarize your entire argument? Obviously, I was there.
Okay, all right.
Listen, the whole reason you're here is to listen to it.
Okay, but that obviously is the point of a conversation. No shit. Thank you.
The point of a conversation is not to disregard everything the person above you is saying.
Your mods muted me first. Now they're just triggered.
Triggered. Oh my god. The whole point of this.
You're not having a conversation.
Is that
I am trying to have a conversation.
No, you're not. You literally said, I'm disregarding what you said because it sounds like something that somebody else said.
Listen to this, you guys. Crash out.
I know. Politics is important to me. I'm sorry. You dumb fucks tanking our political movement is not good. I think that you're actually incredibly harmful to the movement.
I already know the point of the conversation. You just don't have to reiterate it.
No, you clearly don't. You're not listening to it. How the fuck do you know the point if you're not listening?
I'll just restate it.
Do you want to restate when you said, I'm not engaging?
No. I just said
you don't want to engage. You don't want to repeat that part.
Argument. I just kind of wanted to move on to something that would be interesting to look at, or just a new argument that was fresh. Because
Oh
I said
my
no bias,
god.
Okay,
you know?
this is the person who came up to
Like,
listen, by the way. This is the
literally-
one who came up to
literally-
listen.
Wait. Allison, you're literally doing the I don't want to engage joke from the
Exactly.
No,
You're literally doing it
I'm
right
up here to have a
now. You're
conversation. I just don't want to engage with any of the prompts.
I'm not here to have a conversation. I'm not here to have a conversation about what the conversation about. I'm here to change it because I don't want to talk about it.
You're literally
so,
doing
No, Scratch, I just want to hear what you...
So Allison, just real quick. Do you think that the 3 right wingers in your life have anything on the fact that young men have consistently been going more Republican?
Oh, no, this is true. I'm not going to deny that.
Okay, so why the fuck would you bring up some individual right wingers on your
Because-
going right wing when I'm talking about an overall systemic issue?
Because I don't think that the all men until is no men is like, I understand everything's political, of course, but like I think the main reason we lost the election is because Democrats aren't standing on shit. Like, let's be fucking real for a moment. We lost the election.
Hated men more.
Thank you for not answering the question. Not answering the question? Really?
Wait, sorry, what did I not answer?
No.
So the question was, why would you bring up individual answers when examples? I'm talking about a systemic problem.
Oh, excuse me. I don't know. There was just people that were politically right-leaning, and I thought it was important because you guys are saying that this
It's not
rhetoric
important.
men on the right move over, so that's why.
No.
But you know,
clearly didn't bring them over. They're still on the right.
Allison. Did you know that this was? I was talking systemically about this issue before he came into his life.
No, I didn't. And I would love to talk about it. I mean, I don't like. I definitely want to hear you out on.
Yeah, fuck you. You're lying. You're
I want to
actively
hear you out,
lying.
but I'm
actually.
not going to engage, by the way.
No. I watched the entire debate. I didn't know you were coming into this about a systemic issue. I talked about it during the fucking debate. You didn't. Either you didn't watch it or you're lying. There's no two ways about it. And I saw you watch the entire thing. So you are lying. Go fuck yourself.
If I can just finish my thought real quick. The issue with the messaging is that there are regular everyday people who are sitting around for dinner talking about these political talking points, having these conversations, and seeing clips and watching the left absolutely lose its mind. And the optics of that is not helping us whatsoever. We need to appeal to everyday people, and saying that all men are the fucking problem until no men is throwing away votes. It's not helping us whatsoever. It's throwing away regular day people who could actually come over to our side and can advocate for what we are trying to push.
It's not like you're putting us as we are the main political drivers of discourse. We're not.
It makes
Like,
it made me not want to be associated with the left, even though I.
Try not to. Don't wait. Let us go.
So when she brought up the point about like us agreeing with like the slogan or not, like that's so like irrelevant. Like I do understand the slogan, and I would say I probably agree with the slogan, but this isn't going to appeal to people. That's the main issue. Is it's not going to appeal to people.
Yeah,
but
it's
okay. Which study tells you and empirically tells you that this is received badly?
We don't have empirical studies on every new slogan.
Sorry, Wes.
Wait, I'm sorry. Just a second. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait. We brought up a We brought up a study though. We literally we brought up in the Substack in the bibliography.
No, guys. Wes, cringy. The problem is we didn't go on PubMed and we didn't search up the study. Is it's all men until it's no men a good slogan? We didn't search up that study. I'm sorry.
Let me drop a couple K on researching.
I'm seeing the Substack and there is no study. I'm seeing the Substack and there is no study.
Wait, Wes Blaine. Wait, Wes Blaine. Yes or no? Is there not links to the studies I used to make the 5 necessary requirements of a valid slogan?
Okay, yes, but I'm saying.
Thank you.
Okay, cringy. I'm saying that there is no study when it comes in regards to this specific type of messaging of feminist type of messaging. There isn't in there.
I understand, which is why we should categorize a slogan into it, which I did. I got a study, and it fit into the category of a political slogan, centering or targeting an issue, and then after we understand what category the slogan fits into, we can use other studies in order to come to a conclusion of what usually makes this slogan work and what usually makes a good slogan good.
If I'm not mistaken, let me get it clear. I'm not trying to ascribe you a specific thing. You're saying that first you're categorizing it into a certain category, which is political, and then using studies which talk about political messaging instead of like trying to look for studies which actually the reception of feminist types of messaging.
This is a
I'm sure
political
cringe you.
slogan.
I'm
What are you
sure.
talking
I'm
about?
sure. I'm sure cringe.
Okay,
I'm sure
do you understand
I'm sure
where
you
I
looked
can-
for it.
Excuse me?
I'm sure you looked for those types of studies and just couldn't find any.
I did. There's like this is a very niche field.
I mean, it should be. This is
That's what I
super simple. I don't know if we need a study to dictate this. There is a perception on the right that the left is hyper anti-man. Do you think that a slogan that says "it's all men" is going to reinforce that perception?
Well, they don't agree. They don't agree that slogans that provoke people aren't effective. Slogans that like provoke people in very negative ways just aren't effective, and they don't agree with that.
I think the fact that MAGA.
I think even your own study said that, Wes, right?
Okay, there is in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, or 2016. No, 2016, a study which says that there is a certain perception within certain messaging which is negative, but it's only in the caveat that it's just thrown out there without any type of consistent and categorization and context giving when they are saying this stuff. For example, if just a woman goes on TV and starts saying it, but does not explain it in the TV interview, then no, it's not going to be effective. It's going to be received badly. It always has to come with.
Holy fuck! There was a comment.
That
I'm
makes
sorry.
it even more.
Somebody left a comment in the chat, and it illustrates the entire fucking problem. Someone said hyper anti-man, yet feminism literally advocates for men. Give me a break with the victim complex. Bella, I agree. I'm talking about the perception. I'm literally talking about the perception, but I agree. I agree that it's we can agree that it's pro men. I'm saying that perception is wrong, but it's there. Why is it there? Oh my god.
Yeah, wait,
It's
no.
not even about political
No.
slogan. It is literally. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. It
Wait,
isn't
scratch.
slogan.
It's okay. It's
a
not
rhetorical device and a political slogan are not mutually exclusive. It can be both. And by the way, Westworld, one of the problems with the slogan is that there's no consistent fucking definition for it. There's like 3 out there. One is the purely male bashing one. One is the we can hold prejudice towards males, and the other is they all uphold the patriarchy. That literally by your own definition, it's even worse.
The only one
even
who
if we
perceives
grant
it
that
that
it's a
way.
rhetorical device, it's still a shit rhetorical device. Because what
True.
message are we trying to convey? That's such a fucking stupid argument.
The only one who perceives it that way is men who can't have introspection. Believe it or not, men without introspection have the right to vote. I don't know if you knew that, and they're voting for Republicans. And the reason that we have arguably one of the worst presidents in U.S. history is because we can't appeal to men. So if you're saying that it's worth the moral grandstanding to have Donald Trump, who's literally sending people to torture camps, then that's fine. You can die on that hill if you want to. I think it's really stupid.
Like Rinyald, and that was
even
specifically
in
the area
Poland,
where the
even-
left got destroyed this election too. Was
No,
young
it
men. We
wasn't.
got
It was the
decimated.
economy and
We got
immigration. It was
decimated
the
there.
economy
Gen
and
Z and Gen
immigration.
X men by like crazy.
Wes, I'm gonna push back on that though. Us as Mexicans, the Hispanic male demographic did push to the right because of. And I can guarantee you, it's because of the messaging. Because
No, I
there was
understand
a lot of men
that the
who
specific
fell into
communities
those
can receive it that
right-wing
way. I
talking
am not saying that it didn't, but the overall polling indicated economy and immigration.
Yeah, I mean that is right. I'm not saying that the only reason was because of social politics. I'm saying that it was a big reason that a lot of the young men left us.
Yes, absolutely. Look. Let's be constructive in this conversation. We're all men up here talking about this conversation, right? About this topic. Can we all agree that if each and every single one of us up here were to call out bad behavior by men, that would quantifiably have more impact on this issue than having a bunch of people just scream and yell and demonize?
Yeah, which I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've
So
literally
all of
called
us-
out
all of us
friends.
is-
I've literally called out friends who are having like a
And
predatory
I have
mindset
to.
with
I've
undefined
literally cut off
relationships.
friends because of SA.
I have plenty of anti-Fuentes videos.
Us not agreeing on certain things. So can we all agree that we need to be able to hold each other accountable and hold other men accountable for bad behavior?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
One thing, okay. Can I say something? There may be some contention by some people by the exact messaging of it's all men to no men. I'm gonna be able to concede. But do you think that it would be more productive from now onwards as us trying to put like if we're not comfort if some people are not comfortable with the first one, the second one start to push instead of it hanging upon this debate because it's creating more divisiveness within the left instead of trying to push the actual message that is actually
Look,
like
dude, this is the first time I've had 70 viewers in my life in a while.
Scratch,
and I
stop.
really
Scratch
need
is
to
a
pay
fucking
rent
clout
next
farmer.
month.
Okay, yes, that is. Everyone else agrees. Yes.
Come on, and I really need to pay rent next month, and I need that and I need a Bugatti within at least a month. So I think I might just start talking about this full time. By the way, give me money. Do the gift goal.
I'm giving you money.
It's frustrating because again, we've all identified this is that it's way too ideological. The left is way too much theory. We're constantly arguing about theory, and we're not fucking talking about real world solutions.
Mhm.
Just throwing out messages like this is not helping us, and it shows with the election results.
Which I
It
will
shows
say,
when you see the manosphere continue to grow, and even though we're making good arguments against the manosphere, you still see a lot of young men go to it because of the terrible messaging.
I will say kudos to I don't remember which one. I think it was Jody in the debate with Scratch. She was proposing policy, and I think that was very good. I think that was a good thing for her to do. So kudos to that. I mean, like, she did have a very good grasp of the situation and very good proposals to deal with that situation. So kudos to her. I mean, like, I don't think that, again, Scratch, I've already publicly and privately disagreed with you. I don't think that the way that you treated her was appropriate. But I do think that the best, like, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. We can advocate for the message while saying this isn't the best way to do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. You can do two things at the same time.
Thank you,
Rinyald.
Thank you, Rinyald. The bus going over my head feels very nice.
I'm sorry, but the left is way too one-dimensional when it comes to these topics. We can have these discussions and be pro woman and make sure that women are being put in a good, safe environment and hold men accountable, and also say that look, we need to stop with this terrible messaging. We can
one of the most things that the right has done right
can I come up?
is that they tolerate different ideas in the way that they can there is different ideas which might sometimes contradict with
Trump,
each other. But
I need to drop you. I'm sorry, Jump Forward.
Go ahead, you're good.
There is different ideas that can interact and coexist with each other, and if we are going against each other, like it's just gonna fuel on the divisiveness instead of being a unitary force. You know.
The problem is
but
that
West, when the leftist dragon breathes his fire,
the problem is that there's
loses.
acceptable
but that's
routes.
a circular definition.
There's acceptable routes to disagree within your own camp. That's
Sarah,
fine. We should be disagreeing on
gonna-
messaging if it's not good messaging. That's something that we should be
Sarah,
doing.
I know
Now we
you
shouldn't
like
be calling
to
each other
debate
subhuman.
But that's not what the right does. Like, and we can agree on that, Rinjo.
Can you come up? Wait, Sarah, just give me a sec. Just give me a sec.
I don't even know if that's true.
Yeah,
Sarah,
what's up?
You said you wanted to debate me. What's up, man? What do you disagree with?
Yeah, so specifically I wanted to talk about it's all men until it's no men.
Okay. What about it?
So you would agree that there are bad men in this world, right?
He's not making that argument.
No,
Well,
let him
no,
go. He's
but-
the master. This guy's the master debater, West. Let him go.
Well, I never said I was the master. I just wanted to come up and have a conversation.
No, you said I was scared. No, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was just saying that to
Go
get
ahead.
up.
Go ahead, bro.
He's scripting.
Yeah. So you would agree that men do contribute to a lot of violence in this country, right?
This is stupid. I will see you guys later. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
And
I let Sarah.
And
That's so dumb. You
statistics
scared off
show
the only person
that-
who's taking any time to try and make a good faith for
that white men contribute to the most harm that goes on in this country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, I think so. Right? I'm actually.
It's actually white straight cis men.
Yeah,
just to
that's what
be
I was.
clear.
That's I should have been more specific.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so, do you believe that when people say it's all men until it's no men, they believe that all men are inherently bad? Is that what you're...
It depends on who you talk to.
Well, I'm asking you.
Asking me, I don't. Once my answer, it depends on who you talk to.
Well,
some people believe it just means that all men uphold the page. You're saying, what do I think when other people say it? What do I think they mean? And what I'm telling you is I don't quite know until I actually talk to them. So it depends.
So, give me your version, and I'll give you mine of what you believe the patriarchy is.
Well, I believe the patriarchy is like the societal, systemic, and institutional systems that oppress women in this country.
Yeah, nobody here is like in disagreement about that.
Yeah, nobody. Thinks
So why do you get upset when other people say this?
It doesn't upset us personally.
Yeah,
it doesn't upset us personally. Like, I understand the message, and we all understand the message. Like, it doesn't upset any of us. We're pushing back on it because it doesn't resonate with a lot of people that we need it to resonate with.
And who does it need to resonate with?
Men on the right.
Why do we need to talk to men on the right?
Men on the right. We need everybody.
Because
we need everybody that we can.
Yeah, everybody.
We live in a world where 50% of the population is men, and if we want men to,
I'm gonna go back on that.
If men who are the ones you admit disproportionately commit violence against women to stop doing that, we need to message to them and make sure that they know to stop doing it.
So I will push back on what I just said. I do not believe that we need their vote, but we do need it to resonate with people on the right because they don't believe this.
Who's the other 50% of the population, just for other than women?
Me.
Who's the other 50% of the population other than women?
Other than women?
Yeah.
I mean, men, right?
Do we live in a democratic society? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Does that mean that we need to try and convince the other 50% of the population if we want to get our votes or our policies passed?
Well, so I that's a difficult question to answer because I do believe that we need for them to understand where men stand in like society and how they oppress women, because even me as a man, inherently, I'm a bad person because of like
Jesus.
Socially with everything.
You did.
Wait,
Jesus,
real quick.
dude.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Please.
Okay.
Wait. Can I ask one question
ahead,
real quick?
Rinyald.
One question real quick.
Go ahead.
This is the kryptonite question, as I like to call them. Okay. How do we get men to acknowledge that they're perpetuating patriarchy without messaging to men?
So I never said that. I said it again that we do need to talk to them. I just don't believe we need their vote.
Okay, but when we're talking to them and we're saying it's all men, do you acknowledge that that's going to turn men off?
Does it deter men off when we say that?
Yes. Do you acknowledge that is true? That like when a man hears it's all men, they're not going to listen to whatever they say after?
Yes.
So if we're trying to get...
I was hard last week until this conversation.
But when two people talk, it's hard for me to understand.
If we're trying to get men to disassemble the patriarchy, we need to be able to message to them well. And we need to be able to appeal to them, and this term is not appealing to them.
But that's like when people talk about like racism and other social issues. Racism is a horrible thing. Mm-hmm. We need to point out when people are racist, right? Mm-hmm. We don't need to change the messaging to kind of coddle.
Well, I mean,
men,
you do.
Oof.
You do.
Wait. What do you mean when you say coddle men? Can you what do you mean by that?
In the same way, well, hold on, okay, because the problem is that in the same way, if you're running a national campaign on all white people being racist, white people are not going to want to do anything to change the system because they think no matter what they do, they're racist.
I mean, we can agree that.
No,
white men
we can't agree that all white men are racist, right? No, we can't.
Oh
agree
my
on
god.
That.
And not even. And second of all, you didn't. You started addressing.
How are they not inherently
if
racist?
Wait. The question is over the messaging, not over if the statement is true. So can you?
Well,
Address
but we can agree on that, right?
But you're pivoting. So can you address the point? Yeah.
Well, no,
something else. You are the one currently pivoting the conversation.
The point is that in order to effectuate change, especially among a majority class, you're going to need to appeal to that majority class within a democracy.
So you're saying we need to change the messaging to kind of make it this like, how do I want to say it?
To make it not immediately turn men off. That's it.
But, do you believe that's going to change things, even if that were true?
Yes.
How?
Because if men are more open to the messaging, then they're going to listen to the messaging. And if they're listening to the messaging, then the messaging is correct, then they're going to adhere to the messaging. So the only way that you could actually get men to disassemble the patriarchy, even if it's not through electoralism, it's going to be through messaging to these people. And the alternative of just reinforcing your base and sticking with 40% power is never going to do anything.
If they wouldn't vote for it, why would they ever agree with it or do anything outside of voting for it?
This is my opinion, and I will push back on it. And I hope we're having a decent conversation, right?
Yeah, we're good.
I just don't believe we need to change something for women to possibly, not that it will, until you provide some statistical data, some sources on this. I'm not okay with changing the messaging because the messaging is correct. It is all men until it's no men.
So do you... I can explain the concept if you want. Are you a consequentialist?
I would have to read it more on that. I can't say yes or no.
Well, just basically, do you think that whatever results in the best consequences we should do?
Give an example.
So, let's say that if we changed our messaging, that we could get 10% more voters, that we should do that. Because we have 10% more people that are voting for left-wing causes than right-wing causes. And that 10% could have made Donald Trump not the president. We would have had the first woman president, Kamala Harris.
No, I don't believe we need to change something to coddle voters to make them come over.
That's insane. You would rather lose an election. You would rather lose
No,
an
my
election.
gosh. No, Lucas, you didn't even answer the question. Lucas, you didn't actually answer the question. It wasn't if that would happen. It was would you rather?
Yeah, I'm saying would you rather sacrifice the 10 voters or the 10% of voters in order to feel morally superior, or would you rather get the 10% of voters and change your?
Truly going?
It's a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical.
Well, no, and then we were playing with this hypothetical. Hypothetically, if we had those 10 voters, what are those 10 voters truly going to fit?
10%.
We would not. It's very simple. If we had 10% less Republican voters, then we would have Kamala Harris in the presidency. Kamala Harris would never have signed something like the Alien Enemies Act to send people with no due process to a torture camp. That's something Kamala Harris would never have done. So that would have saved 200 people from torture in a foreign prison, very, very directly. Kamala Harris would have never signed the Alien Enemies Act.
Or dismantle things like DEIA.
Or USAID. We would still have USAID.
Or USAID, correct.
Kamala Harris is even a fairly far left candidate. She literally wanted to do an unrealized capital gains tax. That is a far left policy in the U.S.
Kamala Harris is not far left.
Okay, that's fine. Please. Wait, no, I think we're close to somewhere. Okay, do we at least agree that Kamala Harris would have been better than Donald Trump? Do we agree?
She would have not have enacted policies that are hurting people.
Better, better. Do you think it would be better to have President
Kamala
Harris?
Are you a Hassan fan?
Jesus, scratch! You're derailing. That doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck.
I need to know. I really need to know.
So you can ask something totally off topic, but I can't. What?
Exactly. I think it's fucking stupid when he does it too.
Fuck you. Wait. Here, I could ask a very simple question.
I have a very simple question. I already asked the very simple question. I just want an answer. Which do you think would be better between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump?
I don't think either would have truly.
There's no way.
Changed America.
I agree that they wouldn't have truly changed America. Do you think that Kamala Harris would have damned 300 people to a torture prison in El Salvador?
No.
Okay, so do you think avoiding that consequence would have been good?
I don't believe, like...
Jesus Christ.
To me, I don't, like...
I think you're too far gone.
Kamala Harris still would have supported Israel.
Jesus.
Serial, did you... I feel like I was on one of your lives one time. Do you have an alt account?
He was on my live last night when he started spouting communist rhetoric.
Oh yeah, Serials thinks everybody in the United States should have the same wage, by the way. Like lawyers and people from the grocery store, so...
I
just have one
didn't
thing.
know anything about the history of like anything that had to do with Israel, and I had to tell him for like 45 minutes, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I need to read up more on it."
That's what happened when I argued with him about
It's okay.
wages.
Look, I get people come up here, they think they have good opinions, they really don't. They have really shit ones. Okay, next on to the next shit opinion haver.
I'm just here to quickly ask which one of you great men is going to hold General Maximus down here accountable for talking about our fake SA.
What?
Don't call wait. First of all, don't call me great man. I'm the best man. Okay.
Oh my God! You
You're
just
a
have
bunk
no
bed
idea
man.
how to. You are like the opposite of optics maxing. You're like you're genuinely like on optics suicide watch. You have to chill out.
Okay, all right.
Randy.
Daddy's here. What do you want?
Okay. Well,
Okay, fine.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Randy Savage. What did he say exactly? What did he say?
So I'm scrolling up.
What did General say?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I need her to say
Said
in like
she's
the Piers
afraid
Morgan
to go
voice.
outside and walk in the streets at night because men are just going to come attack her or whatever. And I'm
Aw.
saying that's not men's problem. That is women gaslighting each other into thinking that they're going to get thrown into a van in the middle of the fucking night. You're
Hey,
getting
Jumbo, don't
SA'd
say
by
that.
people that you know. You're getting SA'd by people that you trust, that you
It's
go
even
on
worse.
dates with. Yeah, I know.
I'm staying away from this optics nightmare. Actually.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all.
no, that was
the optics nightmare.
That was pretty bad. That,
All right, I'm
we
gonna.
are
I'm
the
gonna
good
I'm
men.
gonna
We should not have. We should.
I'm gonna take some hints from Rinyald. I'm gonna stay away from that optics.
General, that's
General,
that's very
that was
quickly
pretty vile,
getting into
okay.
RC territory.
Yeah, General, don't.
General,
General, don't do
pretty
that.
bad. All right, don't do that.
Yeah,
okay,
don't-
that's pretty
yeah,
bad.
no.
That's pretty
Okay.
bad.
I was almost.
Not
I
gonna
was
lie,
like,
that sounds exactly like RC rhetoric.
Also,
That is, yeah,
for,
that's literally an
for
RC
everyone-
talking
like
point.
here's what I'm gonna say.
Ooh, RC
Women.
rhetoric.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Here's what I say. Yeah, women being afraid at night is like I think it's a valid fear, right? Obviously they're weaker than men, just statistically.
Randy, we're literally all
And-
shitting on what he said right now. Are you dumb? Are you fucking stupid?
Scratch? Why did you kick her?
Yeah, wait, what did you screw?
Huh?
Yeah, that looks bad on
Why
you.
did you kick her?
It's an optics nightmare, bro.
No, it's
Bro,
not.
just get
It's
her
an
back
optics
up.
nightmare to
The
kick her.
optics
You should have just
suicide
kicked
is
General.
kicking her.
I just
Oh my gosh!
Wait,
dude.
hold on, Scratch. I'm not even joking. I'm not trolling. Scratch. I'm not trolling. I'm not joking. Like, are you actually autistic?
Yes, this is what I've been
No.
saying the entire
Dude,
time.
this guy needs a fucking PR team. Holy shit.
You need a
We're gonna-
PR team.
Oh my
Scratch. You are
God,
not-
holy
you're,
shit.
You're optics cucked right now. You are not.
You're so bad.
Use promo code Destiny. Sorry, the children who died in Texas flood use promo code Destiny.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!
He is.
Somebody shut down this live. Holy shit, dude.
No, okay. I am actually Scratch. We do have a real disagreement on this. I think that it's pretty bad because I agree with criticizing leftist messaging, but I think you are also doing a lot of harm to liberal messaging when you are doing the crazy shit that you're doing right now. I genuinely do, and I would hold the same criticism of Destiny too. Like, that tweet was really fucking crazy. I think you're acting really fucking crazy. Like, we can criticize
Yeah, I
messaging
think
if
your
you want
messaging
to,
is
but I
crazy.
think the
Okay.
way that you're conducting yourself is pretty crazy too right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say like General saying that does sound fucking really fucking weird.
That's what I came here to ask. What the
Like
fuck
unless
are you saying?
yeah.
What did you say to piss so many people off?
Unless you were gonna like.
Say it, Scratch.
General, that's what RC.
There's like a slight grain of truth maybe in like people thinking like in like a lot of like the podcasts like true crime and people like being like way over like fearful of that. But like generally when you just come up and you're immediately like, oh, like women are just unjustly fair, and that's a woman issue. That has nothing to do with men. Men don't have to deal with that. Like.
Yeah, we get very close to like the
That's
RC
super
red
fucking
pill
weird.
territory.
That is RC rhetoric. They shouldn't need to worry about going out at night. That's the problem. Like that shouldn't be a worry.
Wait,
General, you said nobody is
one
nobody is saying actual SA is women's fault, but RC doesn't say it's women's fault either. But he'll be like, well, if a girl wears a revealing dress to a party, I hope she gets SA. I know you didn't say that, but it's close. It is too close for comfort.
Can I
Do
say
not
something
start
as-
talking
as-
about Scratch's victim blaming
Wait,
stance.
as
Oh my
Scratch's
god,
PR
bro.
man, as
Holy
Scratch's
shit.
PR man, wait, for everyone, as the coalition's PR man, I would like to say a lot of for everyone watching doesn't see like the DMs we have and like when we talk to each other. When we talk to each other, we're holding each other accountable. We're not necessarily always doing it in public, but like right after the debate, like everyone was like, "Yo, Scratch, what the fuck?" So we're not like. It's not like we're necessarily only gonna hold each other accountable in public. Like we do it in private as well. So
Wait, yeah, Mel,
just-
you guys are trying
What
to
are
be
you
mad at something right now. You said your response to it is the problem, but we're literally saying what he said was incorrect and bad. Like we're all condemning it on the fucking panel here. You guys are just looking for a
Condemn
reason
it?
to get mad at us.
Holy shit!
In the Piers Morgan voice, I condemn
notice,
it in the Piers
wait,
Morgan
wait,
voice.
Notice how everybody here who's criticizing me is white.
Hey, wait, am I white?
No, I don't say I condemn you. I didn't say you.
Or
Scratch.
Jew-
I'm talking
or
about what
Jewish,
General Maximus
or
said.
Jewish.
Thank you.
Wait, Scratch. I'm not talking about what you said. I'm talking about what General Maximus said.
Oh, also for everyone watching, RC is he says he's not a groiper, but he's definitely a groiper. He's like a far right guy that we debate with a lot, and he's super stupid, and we yell at him all the time, and we dunk on him because he is super far right.
Also, Noah, I don't know if you can really use Jew as a marginalized, a marginalized card because there's not a whole ton of groups that are super fond of the Jews.
Actually
I'm not
can.
gonna lie to you.
You can actually. I've noticed leftists can use it when it's.
I didn't
Exactly.
use it as a marginalized card.
I've noticed I've had it used against me in leftist lives when talking about like certain issues.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Usually, if you're pulling out the marginalized cards, it's to appeal to leftist rhetoric, but leftists don't like Jews, so I don't know why you pull
Oh,
it
no
out.
one likes Jews. What you mean, bro? Everyone hates the Jews.
I love
Yeah,
Jews.
Rinyald, we were talking about this last night. When we're doing like the bait, when we're trying to appeal, doing the bait. Are we going to pretend Jews are a marginalized community or no? Which one do we have to do to do the left debate?
No, don't.
Okay.
Although
does somebody want to create
argument,
does somebody want to create a PR? Lucas, create a PR chat in the Discord.
So we can all yell at you when you say something stupid.
Yeah, actually, because
this is
Scratch,
like-
I yell at you IRL and you still don't fucking get it. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna yell at you, fucking
For everyone watching who thinks we're not holding people accountable for what they say, we do. It's just not in public because we don't necessarily owe you guys our entire lives. So.
Yeah, it should start in private, and then if it has to go to public, like
Wait.
that's literally never do
Yeah,
that.
and like you guys are like all my, I would say my friends too, and so I'm not gonna like publicly like try to like shit on one of my friends. Like that's fucking stupid.
Get balls.
You are literally laughing.
So if I could,
I don't know,
real quick,
I
you
saw
are
Rinyald in
literally
the comment
laughing.
section pretty often.
We
Hey, I wanna hear
literally
what
just
you
held the
Fish
fucking
said.
one guy accountable and Scratch.
What UA Fish say? What's up?
no, you a fish, dude.
Oh, based.
Anyway, so you guys just like mentioned that you don't like holding each other, whatever, publicly accountable or whatever, but Rinyald just kind of did that with Scratch by saying that he's a little concerned with the way in which Scratch has been.
But
I
he did that
suppose,
privately
acted.
too, as well.
Yeah, no, Hex.
Doesn't
Hex,
seem like
if-
Scratch listened.
Hex, if I could finish, because like here's the thing, I don't know any of you, right? I'm one of these outside observers, and I don't know any of you, and I have watched the debate, not the entirety of it, but I've also listened to this entire live, and this is my outside perspective, right? there's power in this community if you all take advantage of it. You are a bunch of very young, smart men. But also on top of that, many of you had shown a level of immaturity that I once had when I was your age. And I am not one of those that wants to sit here and flaunt my age because I am not old. I'm only 30 fucking 5.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. What Rinyald did was pretty cool, right? Because he did confront Scratch and said, hey, and then you guys just went down this weird little anti-Semitic joking thing. And we're like, you talking about public perception. And it's like we're sitting in on a conversation that many would consider to be locker room talk, but you all are having that conversation in public. And here's the thing, right? Like, I get it. You guys want a bro culture on the left, but at the same time, you have to understand that there are battles that you should pick and choose. And here's the thing. The entire night that I've sat here, every one of you have talked about how you understand what the all men message means. Every one of you have stated, I get it. I get it. Until women feel safe with all men, no men are safe, right? And you guys have reiterated that and you have agreed to it. But the problem is you are focusing on whether or not the message is effective, when in all reality, it is a message. And as someone who has studied communications all my life and am back in school for it, it's doing its intended purpose. It's requiring you all to critically think. And part of the thing is you guys would all be wonderful advocates of it if you took the time to understand that when someone like General comes up here and acts the way he does and says, oh, it's only all men and women are gaslighting and all this other shit, although you guys did, right after he left, kind of broach the topic of the way in which he was acting.
Him. What are you talking about?
No, listen. No, that's fine. That's fine. But also there's another opportunity there where you eviscerate him on the fucking panel and you let him know that shit ain't cool in your circle, right? Like you all are in a circle. You enjoy that circle together. You say that you hold your friends accountable. Every one of you made mention that if my friend was an SAer, I would tell him to fuck off. That's good. That's good. So when a dude comes up and he promotes SA, tell him to fuck off and then kick him.
True.
And at the same time, Scratch, at the same time, right? Here's the thing. Again, I don't know you. I don't know you. But I do hope that you learn from this in some capacity. Because Jody is a great fucking person. Emma is a great person. That entire crew of people are great people. And although they may have a stance you don't agree with, in the end, we all want the same fucking thing. And that is to not have the existence of the patriarchy as a whole and the way in which men treat women. We don't want our women walking around being afraid to be around men that they trust. That's the other thing, right? Because General made the point, oh, they're more likely to get harmed by the men they trust. And that's part of the issue as to where we're at right now. These women went up on this panel to have this debate thinking they were in a place where men would be able to treat them with respect. And unfortunately, for you guys, that got away from you a little bit. And there are plenty of opportunities.
Treating us with respect.
Yeah. Hold on. I understand you are going to have your side of the situation, and I get it, right? But we also have to realize that, like, dude, at some point in time, the way in which you reacted, right, is now offensive to the entire thing that you say you understand. And that's all I'm saying to you. And I hope you guys know, I've literally been in here for like an hour, and I've listened to a lot of it. And you guys have repeatedly said you understand what the message means. Then if you know what it means, continue to act in the way of the message, because clearly you have all stated that you do feel as though you are part of the good men in the all men scenario. And when some dude comes up to you and says, what the fuck is up with this message, all men, you can say everything that you have all said here. Yeah, I don't really agree. I don't agree with the message style, but the reality of it is women don't feel fucking safe in America, no matter with what man they're around. And that's an opening to a conversation. And now you have an in because you stepped into a conversation with a level of agreement with the individual you're interacting with. You're humanizing a conversation by agreeing with them off the rip. And all I'm saying is when you guys are talking about messaging, you're failing to realize that the message is actually getting out there because people are talking about it. and now you're part of the conversation. So how you are willing to move forward with that is completely up to you. But this is just advice from an outside observer, and I appreciate the time. Thank you.
So
And
Scratch, I need you to
agree with
scratch.
like 90. I agree with like 90% of that. UA, if you ever want to, I would love to have a conversation later down the line, but this is not the situation. This is not the setting to do it. Okay, this is like 5 people willing to jump down your throat, but I agree with like 90% of that.
I also agree with like 90%. I also agree with 90% of it. Scratch. Just sometimes you need to cuck out to the optics, okay? Like
You're the one who said that Jewish people had disproportionate control in banks, dumbass.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You did.
You actually
But
that.
Scratch, when we talk about optics, though, right? Like the reality of it is, we need more men in the Democratic Party that want to stick up for the message of our women, right?
Sure.
And like, regardless of if you are going into a debate with women talking about a message that you don't agree with, you should walk into that debate with a level of respect and understanding that you are that you are ultimately there to support women, right? That's it. And it got away from you.
I didn't get away. I didn't get away from me. What happened is that I'm sorry. Like the reality is that majority would be really fucking slimy, disgusting to me. I know you call them good people.
See, Scratch, what you didn't understand is I understood that they're all pro-Israeli. I mean, pro-Palestinian, Hamas supporters in Jody and Emma's communities. So I knew I'd be aware of saying that.
Anti-Israel people, you're getting your anti-Semitism mixed up. Anti-Israel people don't believe that Jews run the banks.
That was actually 2000 IQ. Optics.
No, they don't believe that Jews run the banks. That's a Nazi talking point.
You guys continue the grift and thinking that it doesn't matter, and think that the message doesn't matter.
I never said
but
that.
cringy. Like, here's the thing, right? Some of the jokes that are trying to become trendy now aren't even as favorable as you think they are, right? Like, you all sound educated. One of my annotated bibs that I have to do for my master's program is to look into like online echo chambers and how like the spiral of silence, which was produced after World War II, which looked into how people could just stand so silent. And what we realize now is that a lot of the opinions that we see online are completely fabricated, right? Because echo chambers are filled with bots. We know this from like the IRA, the Russian Institute of fucking Communications and shit, that would post a tweet on Twitter and then 20,000 bots would amplify it and it would make it into a conservative place. Yep. You guys are thinking that the bro culture you see on YouTube and shit is something you want to be a part of. It is not. It is fake. It is false. It is not a reality that we want to even entertain.
Whoa.
And sometimes the jokes and shit need to be set aside. You need to understand that anti-Semitic jokes in a time frame where there's both attacks on people who are Jewish and both people who are Jewish attacking individuals in fucking Gaza, that's not really a slope you want to be jumping on right now.
What I said wasn't even
Wait. I want to know what the resident Jew to weigh in it.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ.
You don't get it.
I don't even think we made any. I don't even think we made any anti-Semitic jokes that didn't hit at actual real anti-Semitism. Like, I'm the one that made the joke, I think, but the joke I was making is that people on the left are dehumanizing Jews. That's the thing that I was hitting at with the joke.
Okay, I'll make it all better. Everyone, give me 1 second. Give me just 1 second.
I'm not. Listen. All I'm saying is, from my point. Oh, dude, he's got the yarmulke. That joint is sweet.
Thank you. Oh no, this is like the best one ever. Look how sick it is.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
All right, so everyone, we're gonna say the most important prayer in all of Judaism, and then all the anti-Semitism will go away. God is a faithful king, hero Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Awesome. Now everyone here is Jewish. Congratulations.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm converting, bro. You just broke my
No,
atheism.
but hey, listen. Here's the thing. You guys seem to have like a really tight-knit group, which is cool. Sometimes I guess the conversations and the way you are together when you're not on a public-facing app that currently only has 46 people listening to it. Just, that was a dig, but not a good one. You might want to keep part of those kind of jokes at bay for a little bit, right? Like while you're navigating through whatever the hell kind of mess you are now in in regards to this situation. I just saying, like,
Dude, I'm chill. There's no mess I'm in. Everybody loves me. Okay.
yeah,
I am
scratch,
perfectly okay right now.
scratch.
For the record, I
it's
haven't heard
over.
what you said yet, so I can't say that I still do or not.
I don't know what this guy said.
He said he called Jody and Emma disgusting, slimy, subhuman fucks.
He did do that.
Okay.
The problem is that it wasn't
Different.
warranted. They didn't deserve.
I
they didn't
appreciate
deserve-
you. I appreciate y'all letting me up. So I thank you very much. You have a good night.
Of course,
We
thanks
love
you,
you,
Avis.
Yue.
Also,
We love you.
we all like went in
Thank
on
you.
Scratch for saying like the slimy, disgusting subhuman
Yeah, we
fuck.
know.
Like
Yeah. We
the
know.
second after he said that, we were all in the Discord like, bro, what the fuck?
And we
did
went
you
on
just
Mercedes
say?
Live.
Who
and
can
Mercedes
disavow
kinda
Scratch
grilled him on it,
faster?
too.
Challenge.
Yeah, we were like,
Look.
bro, no fucking way.
Holy
you just said
shit.
that.
Yeah.
We-
You know what?
there may come a time where I have a discussion with you all again about the fucking UFA and all that other shit. But see you later.
Where are the
Later.
bros going?
I don't know. The Goon Squad left for some reason. I don't know why.
Jesus Christ! This kid. Oh my.
Dropping you guys.
Let's
You got
go.
a raw mod. You got a raw.
I fuck with
I'm a weak.
You guys
I'm-
go to the. I fuck with that kid. Or that guy.
I have weak emotions, so when people criticize me, I feel the need to drop them.
That guy was chill. Let's go podcast.
Let's talk to Mercedes for like 2 minutes though.
Oh yeah, based. Hi Mercedes. I didn't even
True
see you.
faced.
Hi guys. I love
Oh,
this.
oh, you're here. You're in here. Okay, I didn't realize.
How's it going?
Good.
It's pretty good.
Dude,
How's
Shane-
everyone
Shane
feel being
didn't
Jewish
hold
now?
Scratch accountable when you like when
guys,
we all sat
um,
on your live after it happened and you like totally like grilled him on it.
My gosh.
Yes,
I'm
we did.
reconverting to atheism. Judaism
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
that
but
cool.
I love you
Damn
guys
it.
so much.
Sorry.
We're a family.
Oh, reconvert, Antoine.
Damn it! I need to
The
make
bus,
everyone
like I feel like the bus like ran over me, backed up, and was running over me again.
Already a deconstructed.
Because you keep digging your hole. You keep
Wait, that
digging
being
your
said,
hole.
I feel
Is Monkey one of ours, or is he an off?
I feel like the lesson has been learned. I don't know who Monkey is. I feel like the
Maybe.
lesson has been learned, and you should change the background, and we can move on to shitting on MAGA again.
I think that's a good
Yes,
idea.
Base.
I agree.
True.
I'm gonna shut down the live, and someone else can go live because
Wait,
it's like,
Yeah, I think
Live.
we
Wait,
have a
I'll go live.
podcast. We have a
No, Rinyald, go
Lucas. We have a podcast to film. We have a podcast to film. Okay.
No, we got 59 viewers in here though.
Am I on that still?
Shit on MAGA.
oh my gosh, they're all liberals. They're all liberals.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
they
this
can
would be the
watch us
perfect.
shit
Wait,
on
this would be.
MAGA.
Wait, Hex. This would be the perfect time for what is the slur live.
Oh my
Actually,
god.
with all the liberals. in
No,
here.
No,
first
that
of
would
all,
be
no.
bad, bro.
Second of all, the best thing to do right now
This is the
is
live I did
tell
last
everyone
night.
there's a door, a wooden door,
Okay,
and
get this
behind
guy
that.
out. I'll just do the live I did last night.
You did wooden door or slur?
Yeah, I
Oh,
ran
I
a
did the
fucking
USA
wooden
Taurus
door
base.
TikTok live, Noah. That's what I did.
Yeah,
Yep.
the live. You know what? Maybe I will conduct that live. Okay, now that you said it.
We will tank the live if we talk about a wooden door. That
Wait,
being
guys,
said-
can we just go
wait?
podcast, please?
Make a poll if they want to see us shit on MAGA or if they want to see us
I
just.
don't think they want to see
talking.
us talk about a wooden door, buddy.
Okay, well, I'm talking about shitting on MAGA. Should we shit on MAGA? Are we shitting on MAGA right now?
Okay.
I'm down to shit
I
on
guess Scratch
MAGA
decided.
and instead of podcast if anybody else is. I'm fine with either
Oh
one.
my
because
god!
we have a lot of
I
viewers.
literally had a whole thing written out for this.
We can just do it tomorrow.
Wait, let's shit on
My ass can't
Tabasco
do it
and
tomorrow.
then
That's fine.
let's
do a
shit on
podcast?
Tabasco and then we can go.
What?
Because Tabasco seems like he's MAGA, so why don't we shit on
Democrat
Tabasco?
women
That's a good idea.
are losing their mind.
Loosing their minds.
Loosing.
Losing.
That's why I was saying we can shit on Tabasco and then.
Okay. Well, I think I did my fair share of shitting on leftists today. Plenty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now let's go back to shitting on MAGA as we should be.